Good morning and happy homecoming from the hometown of the famous actor Jimmy Stewart. It's the IUP Homecoming celebration. It continues this morning with the annual parade in downtown Indiana. I'm Jake Slobodnik here on Renda Digital TV. Glad to have you along as we bring you yet another year of covering the IUP Homecoming Parade. Things will get underway here just shortly, but very beautiful Saturday morning for this festivity. Sunny skies, 55 degrees, projected to get warmer as the morning goes on, and it all culminates this afternoon when IUP hosts Slippery Rock in the annual homecoming game at Miller Stadium, Frank Signetti Field. We'll be on the air with that game at 1:30 on U92.5 FM and also at U92radio.com. Hope you can join us for that. We hope you can stick around and see some of the most creative floats designed by some of the various vendors that are going to be partaking in the parade this year. It is board games, and I believe there's a couple other games in there as well. That's the theme this year, and that'll happen here in just a little bit. The cannon will signal that we are underway, and they will progress from 13th Street in Indiana Borough all the way down to the west, to the east end of Indiana, Philadelphia Street. That's going to start here shortly, but I want to just take a moment, let you know that our presenting sponsor of this year's IUP Homecoming Parade, Meckling Insurance, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, because it's always something. Our production also sponsored by Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana, proud supporter of Indiana High School and IUP. Have a great homecoming weekend, everyone, from Anderson's Heating and AC, PA License 677. IPS, Integrated Power Services in Indiana and Homer City. Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to shine since 1991, where childhood starts with building blocks. East and West locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine. Call 724-463-1819. And the Ruschini Group, a proud sponsor of today's IUP Homecoming Parade. The Ruschini Group delivers expert property plus casualty, employee benefits, and consultative services with bold, well-reasoned recommendations and risk strategy for all your endeavors. There you go. Wow, they moved that cannon up this year. I was not ready for that. We'll take a timeout. Parade will start next. And again, they're going to sound it off and just give everybody an extra wake-up call this morning. Parade's going to be starting here shortly, so stick around on Renda Digital TV.
IUP Homecoming Weekend and Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to be part of such a great community. Have fun, IUP, and celebrate safely. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for cooler temps. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA License 677.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
This is Joe Ruschini of the Ruschini Group. Since 1938, the Ruschini Group has helped businesses of all sizes with their business insurance and employee benefits needs. Call us at 724-349-1300 and let us help you navigate your success.
The Ruschini Group is proud of all of the area's local athletes and wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in today's 16th annual Teddy Bear Fun Drive Games. The Ruschini Group is proud to be a partner of Indiana County and thrilled to help bring the Teddy Bear Fun Drive broadcast to the community. Welcome back to the corner of 9th and Philadelphia in downtown Indiana, getting ready for the IUP Homecoming Parade 2024. I believe this is, our 3rd year now covering the parade on Renda Digital TV. And again, we want to thank all of our fantastic sponsors who you just heard from. We also want to thank the folks at the Indiana Free Library. We do have a second cam set up on the balcony out there, and it was quick work to get that. I want to thank all the folks over at the Indiana Free Library and our own Josh Whittison for helping us to set that up. We were able to get in touch with them yesterday, and through some quick work and some patience from them and cooperation, they were able to help us get to the balcony this morning. We'll try to bring you that camera. We've had some technical issues with our transmitter, so we will try to get that for you as soon as it is ready. But again, things are starting to roll in just a little bit. Coming all the way from the west end of Philadelphia Street, 13th Street is where they're going to start off the intersection at. And the first couple of floats, the IUP Police, Indiana Borough Police, Sheriff Bob Fyock, the lead banner, and the ROTC Color Guard are just a few that are going to be starting off. There's going to be a lot of marching bands here as well. The Legend Legacy, that's going to be new this year. It's the IUP Marching Band alumni. They are made up of IUP Marching Band alumni spanning many decades. The group consists of all parts of the band, including instrumentalists, majorettes, and color guard. Members have performed while students in France, at the Macy's Day Parade, on the steps of the Art Museum in Philadelphia, Heinz Hall, and at many NFL games, so they've been all over the map. The Legend Legacy is a nonprofit organization to promote and support the IUP Marching Band. If you are a Marching Band alumni who would like to join, please reach out to the Legend Legacy Facebook or Instagram pages. They'll be happy to bring you along as well. And I believe they're going to be at the IUP football game this afternoon as well. Again, kickoff at 2 o'clock. If you haven't got your tickets yet, they're still available. Just get in line early because it's expected to be a long line. They actually had folks who had tickets prior to the event stop by earlier this week, pick them up, and that way they can just get through in the express line. So it's going to be a packed crowd. The hashtag Fill the Mill is trying to come to fruition here today. Coach Paul Tortorella got everybody excited, trying to get everybody for this heated rivalry game and to celebrate homecoming at George P. Miller Stadium at Frank Signetti Field. Again, if you can't make the game or if there are no tickets left, you can always join Jack Benedict, Pat Doherty, and myself at 1:30 on the new U92.5 and online at U92radio.com. Our radio coverage of today's homecoming game for IUP and Slippery Rock brought to you by the Indiana Regional Medical Center. Better health, better life. We're still waiting for the arrival of our first couple of floats. It is packed in downtown Philadelphia. The sidewalks are absolutely jammed. Very little space available, I should say. So if you want to come on down, or if you're still making your way down here, well, try to find an open spot as you see fit. Matthew Lewis, our cameraman, trying to get some of the action here. Everybody's crowding around our Renda media stations. The Christ Episcopal Church right next to us. They are giving away free hot dogs and coffee. I saw a couple folks already indulging in them today. I might make my way over after the parade wraps up and get a hot dog myself. But yeah, they're a big part in this one as well. And we actually just got this note prior to us coming on the air today from Seeds of Faith Christian Academy. They asked if we could promote this event, and we said absolutely. It's their Great Outdoors Tailgate. And it's admission at the door, $10 for an adult, $5 for kids 4 through 12, and free for kids 3 and under. They got a lot of activities for this: a cornhole tournament, axe throwing, archery, pumpkin chucking, basket raffle, and more. They wanted to keep some stuff a surprise. So that's happening, let me see here, October 20th from 1 to 5 at Seed of Faith Christian Academy, 181 Hudson Road in Creekside. There's also going to be a drawing for an ATV, a Honda ATV at 4:30, and some food available as well. Barbecue ribs, pulled pork, just all your favorites, including campfire favorites like s'mores, mountain pies, I would imagine, hot dogs as well. So if you want to experience camping one last time, or at least the outdoor setting before fall officially hits, stop by Seeds of Faith Christian Academy October 20th from 1 until 5 p.m. As we mentioned, we got marching bands in today's homecoming parade as well. I have a couple notes here. We actually received the list last night from Betsy Starniso and the folks over at IUP, so we thank them for their support, especially Michelle Freiling. She has been working diligently not only to help relay this parade list to us, but also to maintain the IACT media reports. The Indiana Area Collaborative Team, they release reports. They released one earlier this morning. We have the details at WCCSradio.com or all our Renda media websites. Just tracking some of the activity happening through Homecoming Parade, and proud to say, no major events last night. Just a couple things here and there. Again, you can read more on that on our Renda media websites or even Facebook pages as well. But again, no big happening so far. We'll see what tonight holds as homecoming festivities will continue after the parade and after the IUP football game later today. Not sure. I believe they're starting to move down at 13th Street. So I'll tell you what. Sam Snedden is our producer. Sam, if you want to line up those commercials again, we'll take another break. We'll come back, and we'll get this party started from the corner of 9th and Philadelphia Streets. It's coverage of the IUP Homecoming Parade brought to you by the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency on Renda Digital TV.
IUP Homecoming Weekend and Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to be part of such a great community. Have fun, IUP, and celebrate safely. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for cooler temps. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
This is Joe Ruschini of the Ruschini Group. Since 1938, the Ruschini Group has helped businesses of all sizes with their business insurance and employee benefits needs. Call us at 724-349-1300 and let us help you navigate your success.
The Ruschini Group is proud of all of the area's local athletes and wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in today's 16th annual Teddy Bear Fun Drive Games. The Ruschini Group is proud to be a partner of Indiana County and thrilled to help bring the Teddy Bear Fun Drive broadcast to the community. We're starting to see some activity heading from 13th Street all the way down to the west end or east end of Philadelphia Street in downtown Indiana. Welcome back to the IUP Homecoming Parade on Renda Digital TV, presented by the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, because it is always something. Check them out. Today we thank them so much and all of our fantastic sponsors for being a part of our parade coverage today, helping making it possible. Sam Snedden is our producer tonight. This morning, boy, I'm still in high school football mode from last night. Matthew Lewis, who was actually board hopping my football game last night, woke up this morning, helped us out. He's on the camera today, so we thank all of them for helping out. Josh Whittison is on what we want to call damage control. He is over at the balcony right now helping to fix our upcam at the Indiana Free Library, and thank you to them as well for helping us out, making this possibility here today. Again, first couple of floats, we'll see the police units from Indiana Borough and IUP, followed by Sheriff Bob Fyock. Sheriff Fyock actually awarded something pretty prestigious earlier this week. You can read more about that on all 4 Renda Media websites, so we congratulate him. Really good week for him. So as we wait their arrival again, streets are lined here in downtown Indiana along Philadelphia Street. Just a fantastic support for all these floats here today. And beautiful day as well, 55 degrees as we get underway this morning, sunny skies, a crisp fall day. It's going to get warmer as the day evolves, and doesn't look like any rain is in the forecast according to AccuWeather. Hopefully that doesn't change, but we'll see how that shakes out for the rest of the day. I'm Jake Slobodnik, your MC here on Renda Digital TV, coverage of the IUP Homecoming Parade. You see the lights flashing now, and try to get that for you. Just going to take a step here. And just had to shape out some of the folks here. Don't want them to get in our line of sight. Streets will clear. There are some folks walking around still as the parade just gets started. They're just taking some pictures, taking some video for memories. Obviously, this is a big event in Indiana, and we got some vlogging crews here as well. And had some folks stop by our tent before we got underway today, just asking what this is. This is Renda Digital TV, a product of Renda Media and Digital in Indiana. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe for free on Renda Digital TV. It's on YouTube. We are at 2.62 thousand subscribers. We are growing by the day. So if you aren't subscribed yet, do so right now. All you need is a Gmail account. Sign into YouTube and click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell and set your settings to all events. That way, you'll be the first to know when we go live for parade coverage. We do have the It's a Wonderful Life parade in downtown Indiana. Happening every single winter. It's an award-winning production, actually. We won an award for that from the PAB a couple years ago, so tune in for that. We got high school football, high school basketball. There's so much going on Renda Digital TV, so subscribe today and be a part of all the action. We see the police units, full lights and sirens, intermittent sirens, I should say, full lights making their way down Philadelphia Street right now. We'll try to get comments from some of the folks. We understand IUP President Michael Driscoll is not here today. He is actually attending a wedding for, I believe, his niece or his granddaughter. President Driscoll, if you're watching, I apologize. I'm trying to do my best to remember that. But we're going to talk with Indiana Mayor Bill Simmons. He is due up in one of the first couple of sections here. Once we get that, we're going to have some marching bands, the IUP alumni Legend Legacy will kick things off, followed by the Indiana Area Marching Band. Purchase Line Marching Band will follow that. And we're also going to see the River Valley Marching Band, I believe Penns Manor, Marion Center, and Homer Center bands as well. They're going to be entertaining the folks here throughout the day. If we can recognize some tunes, we will definitely let you know what they are playing. And the best thing about parades is you hurry up and wait. We're just still trying to stall until they start crossing our section here. Matthew Lewis will turn the camera down that way. We'll get the opening section here. Leading the charge, the Indiana and IUP police departments. Want to thank them for all their service, as well as the assisting agencies, including the state police and some other area police agencies. They've been helping out to make sure the homecoming weekend is safe here in Indiana, taking some time to help lead the parade in downtown Indiana. So they've been hard at work, not just today, but throughout the past couple of days as well, including just planning. That's a big part of this whole homecoming celebration, is the planning aspect of it. The Indiana Area Collaborative Team, along with emergency services personnel, have been diligently working over the past couple of weeks to make sure that everything goes on without a hitch. And making sure that this is a safe environment for the weekend. Because obviously IUP Homecoming, it attracts a lot of folks, not just from the surrounding counties, surrounding areas, not just the IUP students, but a lot of folks. We've even had some participation from Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, even some folks from out of state coming in, making their way to Indiana to take part in the homecoming parade. So this is a big event. Indiana Fire Association members are there as well. Some folks reminded to clear the intersection. No better time to walk across the street than that. Indiana Fire Association members as well, busy over the last few days with non-homecoming related incidents. Took a look at the 911 media report for Indiana County Emergency Management Authority, and them, along with several Indiana County fire departments, have been they've been busy with a lot of stuff, crashes, fires, a lot of things. So just want to thank them and all emergency personnel across the world for their help in making the world a safer place. And if you know a firefighter, police officer, ambulance personnel, if you know anybody that works in the military or emergency services, please thank them, say hi to them. They want to be recognized. And that's another thing. We talk about paying homage to emergency personnel. Might want to check out our First Responder of the Month page on WCCSradio.com, presented by Rosebud Mining Company. We honor a new first responder every single month with an on-air radio and video interview, and then it's posted to all of our websites. The First Responder of the Month will receive a beautiful plaque from Rosebud Mining Company and Luxembourg's Jewelers. But again, that's not the only time that you should be recognizing them. I should have worn my earplugs. Indiana Fire Association members. And we see Indiana County Sheriff Bob Fyock right behind. Making their way down, the Legend Legacy Alumni Marching Band from IUP. Right now, they are near In First Bank, a few blocks away. Some folks here on the corner of 9th and Philadelphia Streets, they have been animated for every single motorcade that's passed by so far. Sheriff Bob Fyock. Sheriff Fyock. We'll get him on camera here. So as you see, the Homecoming Parade banner, the lead, board and card games are the subject of 2024's IUP Homecoming Parade. I believe Uno, Clue. I'm trying to remember some of the ones that they talked about at the IAC meeting the other day, but they are just very creative. And I don't say that just because of today. Over the past couple of years in my time doing this, there have been a lot of creative floats run by student Greek life organizations. There are even some furry friends out here as well. A lot of folks bringing their dogs out, and why not? Beautiful Saturday morning in downtown Indiana. Glad you could be a part of our IUP Homecoming Parade coverage on Renda Digital TV. And here they are. Here they come. The Legend Legacy, the IUP Marching Band alumni. Some of the folks involved in this have performed at many notable events, including the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They've performed overseas in France, the Art Museum in Philadelphia, Heinz Hall, and several National Football League games. We'll pick up their feet. Fantastic. The IUP Legend Legacy Marching Band alumni, as we mentioned before, performing several notable venues across the world, coming back home to where it all started to entertain the masses here at the IUP Homecoming Parade. And you see Norm, the IUP Crimson Hawk, saying hi to all the fans who have made the trek to downtown Indiana today to say hi to them. And he'll be in action this afternoon at the IUP Homecoming football game. Again, the Legend Legacy, I believe they're scheduled to perform this afternoon at the Crimson Hawks football game against Slippery Rock. Can fill the mill. 2 o'clock kickoff for IUP and the Rock. So we have one of our first floats coming through. It's the IUP Ambassadors. Their theme, Candyland, this year, and rightfully so. They're tossing out candy to everybody here. There's Norm. Matt's getting a nice shot of him. IUP Vice President for University Advancement, Jennifer D'Angelo. Now, in past, I've had trouble catching pieces of candy that come my way. So this year, I'm going to try to make it a perfect run. But I also have papers in my hand, so I don't know how true that's going to happen. But try our best. See the cardboard cutouts of some of the Candyland characters. Ooh, they're passing out Starburst. Might have to raid their supply. Wow, look at that float. Again, the IUP Ambassadors with Candyland. Saw some folks here dressed up as Candyland characters. Thank you.
How you doing?
Let's give it a lollipop. So I'm 1 for 1. I don't know if I really caught that, but, oh, and Matt Lewis is going to get one too? That'll count as my breakfast. The Alumni Association Board of Directors, IUP ambassadors. Just fantastic. This is one of my favorite parts about this homecoming parade is you really get to see the creativity. And I see Mayor Bill Simmons down here. Matt, you want to follow me? I'm going to try to get the mayor here. Try to walk our way down. Indiana Mayor Bill Simmons. Mayor, beautiful morning for a parade.
Oh, this is a great day to be out. And look at the turnout. Really, thousands of people here. We're really delighted to have a day like this. And a big football game this afternoon.
Who do you got, IUP or Slippery Rock?
Well, there's no question IUP, but that's okay. Good question.
That's the only answer for that. You're behind the Candyland float. Talk about the creativity for some of these floats. This is amazing.
Oh, this looks real well. You ought to talk to my wife. She was one of the judges for the different floats. So it's nice to see them taking charge and doing a good job.
Well, Mayor, I won't hold you up any longer. Thanks for the time.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Have a good day.
That's Indiana Mayor Bill Simmons as part of the IUP Homecoming Parade in 2024. Right behind the Candyland float. Mayor Simmons, oh, there's a pile of candy right in front of our camera crew. Josh Whittison, damage control personnel, is trying to get some. He said weak arm. Dr. Tom Seeger, Vice President for Student Affairs at IUP, along with the Residence Hall Council. I see Monopoly. I see Mr. Monopoly down there. Student Government Association was able to get Mr. Monopoly out of bed this morning. Dr. Laura Luchthans's vehicle. All right, I see some candy. All right, give it your best shot. I'm going to try to catch it. Oh, I missed. There was a big old Tootsie Roll coming my way, and I missed it. I'm 1 for 2. This is not good, but I got another lollipop, so that's all I care about. Student Government Association, Mr. Monopoly, out and about. I wonder if inflation's taking a tax on him this year. So I see a dinosaur. I don't know what. I don't know if that's a Jurassic Park themed board game or Jumanji or what. But see if I can get a note here. Dr. Stephen Hovan. Yeah, I'm trying to picture why there's a dinosaur, but we're pulling out all the stops today for homecoming. Oh, Dr. Hovan and a beautiful cherry red Camaro. My goodness, that is fantastic. Again, you're watching the 2024 IUP Homecoming Parade on Renda Digital TV, presented by the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, where it is always something. We're going to have our first high school marching band coming up soon, the Indiana Area Marching Band. We'll pick up their feet whenever they get closer. And Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana is a proud supporter of the Indiana High School and IUP, marching bands, football teams, you name it. They're a supporter of it. They say, have a great homecoming. From Anderson's Heating and ACPA license 677. And Denny and Betsy from Anderson's would like to send a shout out to Michelle, Hudson, and Jackson. They are very proud of each of you. I believe those three are in the Indiana High Marching Band. So here we are. Oh, there's the Legend Legacy. Okay. So the Legend came up beforehand. This is a Legend Legacy. How good does that have to feel? Playing in the Legend years ago. Nice little drum session there. Indiana High Marching Band making its way down Philadelphia Street now, approaching the intersection with 9th Street. Okay, so I'm 1 for 2 on candy grabs. Try to see who will throw out candy next. I have to up that percentage a little bit. I know a lot of notable IUP alumni are coming back this weekend. myself being one of them. However, I have no choice considering I live and am employed in Indiana, so I'm back for homecoming. Here we go. The Indiana High Marching Band will try to pick up their feet and walk with them. So the majorettes in color guard leading the charge. And sounds of Cherokee filling downtown Indiana with the Indiana Area High School Marching Band. There they are, the Indiana High School Marching Band. They performed at numerous local, regional, and national parades, and this year they will travel to Tennessee. Oh, I'm envious. My dream destination is Tennessee. The fact they get to go there before I am makes me just a little bit jealous, but hey, happy for them. And as we said before, the IUP Homecoming Parade on Red Digital TV is presented by Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Also by Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. IPS, Integrated Power Services, Indiana and Homer City. Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to shine since 1991. And the Ruskini Group, a proud sponsor of today's IUP Homecoming Parade. I see Candy. All right, try to go 2 for 3 now. And here comes the Indiana cheerleading team, along with the younger cheerleaders as well. Our co-worker Shane Whittle's daughter Amelia, part of the group here. Try to get them to wave at the camera. Pee Wee cheer team. And now IUP Greek Life. See if I can get exactly what they are this year. If I had to make a guess, I would believe casino themed. I believe that's what it is. I don't see it in my notes, but I hear some more music down on Philadelphia Street at the east end, or the west end. Purchase Line Marching Band is coming by soon. There's Charlie Doherty among the front lines here in the IUP dance team. Had to pick Charlie out. Again, Charlie's dad, Pat, will join Jack Benedict and myself starting at 1:30 on U92.5 for the IUP homecoming game. It's IUP against Slippery Rock, a heated rivalry. And there's 2024 Indiana County Fair Queen Erica Dixon making her way down Philadelphia Street, waving hi to everybody. CrossFit Indiana coming by now. Look at that. They're working out while also on their float. Some beads as well. It's like an impromptu Mardi Gras down here. Look at that. I don't know how they can work out while also on a float. That'd make me dizzy. And Bras for the Cause coming by here as well. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. High school teams across Indiana County are going to be wearing decals on their helmets throughout October. Threw some chains at me. I didn't know if they were coming at me or not. Oh, and I'm getting approached by a balloon animal, a balloon monster. I don't know how to say it. This wasn't part of my job description. Again, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Schedule those 3D mammography appointments at IRMC and the UPMC Hillman Cancer Center. Better health, better life. Dr. Prashanth Bharadwaj, the interim dean of the Eberly College of Business at IUP, making his way. The Marion Center Fire Department. Again, recognizing our first responders, keeping Indiana County safe, assisting other agencies as well outside of the county. They do a fantastic job. We can't say enough about them. Especially on a business note, when there's an incident, fire companies around Indiana County are very quick to respond to either myself or Josh Whittison when we say, hey, what's going on? And even if it's a small matter or a pretty big one, they make time to give us the information, to pass it along to everybody else. Again, we can't say enough about them. And here we come, the Red Dragons. Coming out of their lair this morning, entertaining everybody along Philadelphia Street. Go down, see if we can pick up some of their feet. Purchase line area marching band playing some Ghostbusters as we're now in the month of October. Halloween coming up shortly. I can't believe we're already in October. I can't believe the weather's getting colder. Purchase Line Marching Band, who you just saw, received first place finishes in every competitive parade they entered this year. They also received Best Overall Band and Best Percussion Awards. So anytime you can go out to a Friday night game and witness the Purchase Line Marching Band, you're witnessing something pretty special. The Coalition for Christian Outreach right behind them, the IUP Pre-Veterinary Club, and then Miko Rose, the Dean of the proposed College of Osteopathic Medicine, along with Associate Deans Luke Smith and Luke Mortensen, will be coming up shortly. We'll try to get a comment. Oh, look at that Jumanji coming up next. Dexter's Cat Cafe with some Jumanji representation. And, you know, I might be a little biased. This is my favorite part of the parade. They're dogs. I love me some dogs. We got a very vocal dog here today. They are the stars of the show. I don't do it justice. Oh, four-footed friends here as well. There's Dr. Miko Rose. She's been making her way to Indiana County. So what is this? They threw something, but it took a bad hop. That's a rubber duck. Dr. Rose. I had the chance to interview Dr. Miko Rose for WCCS when she was first hired. One of the nicest human beings you could ever speak to. Dr. Ryan Smith and Dr. Luke Mortensen, her associate deans, right behind her. And Josh Whittison got the chance to meet them a couple nights ago. They held an event introducing both of them. All right, candy catch. All right, let's make it. Here we go. Oh, my goodness, Butterfingers today. No, not the candy, the Mike and Ike's. I just can't catch today. Ugh. I catch colds better than I catch candy. All right, so I have 2 lollipops, Mike and Ike's, and a rubber duck. I am collecting today. And I believe we see Walker Farm coming up behind one of these groups. This is the IUP Poise Modeling Group. All right, dancing in the street, making it a reality. I like it. Although they should maybe rename it to Dancing in the Crosswalk. Any other day of the week, that's normally a crime probably, but today it's a little different. And there it is, Walker Farm with some fall festivities on their flatbed truck. A lot of pumpkins. Oh, and even the main character holding some playing cards. I like how they incorporated the board game facet into this as well. We got the Alpha Xi Delta sorority, along with some other sororities and fraternities as part of IUP Greek life right behind them. All right, we're going to try for redemption here. Oh, okay, that one fell short. I don't take credit for that one. That was my fault. Oh, operation. Okay. And I like what they say here. Beat the Lions. Beat the Lions. Down with Slippery Rock. Go IUP. And because we're not broadcasting the game yet, I can say that. And I would imagine, I don't know if they're actually playing operation in the back of that truck or not. Here we go, some more IUP representation. Counseling and Human Development. Walking by here, and some other Greek life representation. All right, see if I can catch a piece of candy again. I have to break this cold spell. Throw it, just throw it. Okay. Woo, I caught a Kit Kat. There we go. All right, we're up in that percentage. They looked at me like, you want a piece of candy? Yes, I want a piece of candy. Who doesn't? See Beacon Ridge Nursing Home coming up behind Dr. Edel Riley, the interim dean of the College of Education and Human Services. Also Crimson Court representatives. And here come the Panthers of River Valley, the marching band coming by now. They're feeling pretty good. 47-13 win over Conemaugh Valley on the road last night. 6 straight wins. You can thank the football team for that, but also the marching band and the Spirit Squad are a big part of it too. So let's pick up their feed. Coming up behind River Valley's marching band, fantastic performance by them. Made up of over 50 students, IUP TV, Communications Media Department, and now Dr. Kurt Scheib. And a beautiful, beautiful car right there. Dr. Scheib, actually, a couple months ago at a Pittsburgh Pirates game, sang the national anthem. I was there, and it was IUP night. It was one of those university nights. He sang the national anthem and did a fantastic job with it. If you haven't heard Dr. Scheib sing, I definitely recommend it. And now we got Twister. That's the IUP women's rugby team playing some Twister this morning. I don't think I could play Twister anymore, and I certainly don't think that I could play rugby. The IUP Indian Student Association riling up the crowd here this morning. Again, our coverage on Renda Digital TV today brought to you by Meckling Insurance, because it's always something happening here in downtown Indiana. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana, IPS Integrated Power Services, both in Indiana and Homer City. Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to sign since 1991, and the Ruskini Group. Also want to say thank you to the Indiana Free Library for donating the balcony on their second floor so we can put our still cam up there. We thank them for their support and their help. And now here's one of my favorites coming up. We have the Clue Float by several Greek Life members at IUP. I like how they put up all the different characters in the Clue game and then the actual inside lair on the back. And here comes the United Valley Marching Band, the Lions. Pick up their feed now. United Valley Marching Band with some American authors in Best Day of My Life here in downtown Indiana. We bring you the IUP Homecoming Parade for 2024. United Valley comprised of students from United and Blacklick Valley under the direction of Luke Hamilton and Kate Zamboni. Also saw my friend Bree McGee walking by as well. Fantastic job by them. Rieger's Pumpkin Festival stopping by as well, along with Dr. Hillary Creeley, Vice Provost of Research and Innovation, the interim dean as well of the College of Health Sciences at IUP. See another cheer squad coming up here soon. Actually, it's the IUP dance team coming up. But before them, it's the Indiana Recreational Cheer Team. Got some hay bales for the autumn vibe. I love whenever they pass by our cameras, we try to get them on, they all freeze. I love that. And here comes the IUP dance team. Pumping up the spirit before the homecoming game this afternoon at George P. Miller Stadium, Frank Signetti Field. Dancing to some Whitney Houston. Another homecoming parade float coming up, 4th place. Don't Break the Ice float by the Theta Pi Alpha sorority and Acacia fraternity. They got somebody in an inflatable penguin costume. I love it. And right behind them, it's the Marion Center Marching Band. The Stingers, 90 students, win percussion flags, and 5 adults. Let's pick up their feet. The Marion Center Marching Band, over 90 students. Coming up behind them, the Ox Hill Community Fair, who just celebrated their 89th year, and they're looking forward to their 90th in 2025. Representing Family Gain Night for Ox Hill is the 2024-25 Queen, Katrina Hoffman, the runner-up, Mackenzie Baker, Princess Phelan Good, and Princess runner-up, Jocelyn Streams. Again, representing game night at the Ox Hill Fair. And Penn Mechanical Group of Home escorting them on their flatbed truck. And I see they have a dog in the front seat. And they have another one. Oh my. Look at that. They got Jenga, Connect 4, and Trouble, it looks like. No, that's not Trouble. That's, Sorry. Al, sorry. I didn't realize I could. I don't play board games, all right? I grew up in the modern era where I had video games, so... How do I study up on board games, Matt? Well, I guess I could, but... We got Uno cards and the Uno float coming up next. Now, the Uno cards are going to be from AFSME, IUP APSCUF, and SCUPA, and then the Uno float by the Alpha Gamma Delta sorority, Zeta Tau Alpha sorority, and Pi Delta Theta fraternity. There's a squeaking. I don't know where that's from. So we see the Uno cards walking by in front of our Renda Media studios. Oh, I forgot a couple. That's +4. I've been doomed so much by the +4 card when playing Uno. Now here's a question for those watching at home. Do you play by the normal rules where you only lay down 1 +4, or do you try to trap somebody? And if the whole table has +4, do you try to doom them with several cards? I go the latter way, but that's because I have an evil side to me. Project Get Steam, accompanied by Mark Arbuckle Nissan, making their way down Philadelphia Street as part of the 2024 IUP Homecoming Parade. Here's the Uno float. Preceding that, the Indiana County chapter of the NAACP. I like the way they put that. Girls connecting in the future, connect 4. I love that. Here's the Uno float. Giving out some beads, and we'll try to get them on camera here. Almost an hour into today's parade. Still lots to happen, including the Penns Manor Marching Band. They're making their way up now from 13th Street. They're proud to be a part of the IUP Homecoming Parade again, and I'm sure they'll be back again and again and again. Comets making their way up now. I want to say hello to Bernie Polenick, watching at home. Proud supporter of the Penns Manor School District. Bernie also used to work with my mom over at IUP, so I want to say hello to her. Thank you for tuning into our coverage on Renda Digital TV. And here come the Comets. Excellent job by the Penns Manor Marching Band. The Comets waking up early with us. Still got a lot more to go. The Homer Center Marching Band will be coming up in just a little bit to entertain the masses. But first, we got environmental pest management. Handing out some items as well. And so I see a rat, and I see... I'm going to say it's a fly. Yes, because they're handing out fly swatters. Well, Matthew Lewis got his own little fly swatter, and... koozie. Need that later. IUP Outdoors Club. I bet they're happy to be outdoors on a beautiful Saturday morning in downtown Indiana. It's the 2024 IUP Homecoming Parade presented by Meckling Insurance on Renda Digital TV. I'm Jake Slobodnik, bringing you all the action from the corner of 9th and Philadelphia Streets. Glad to have you along. So this is the Latino Student Organization, as well as a fraternity from IUP. I'm going to try to pronounce this. La Loteria de la Cultura. Different kind of board game. Actually looks fun. I think I might try that. And do I see the Grim Reaper? I think I do. Oh, finally, my time has come. And here come the Wildcats down the road. The Homer Center Marching Band, after a big win last night, their second in a row over West Shamokin, waking up early to entertain the masses here along Philadelphia Street. They also got the IUP Fencing Club. How about that? Fencing to music. Homer Center Wildcat Marching Band, consisting of students within the Homer Center School District. They compete throughout the fall at a series of competitions, and they are the four-time Tournament of Bands Region 6 champions and the Pennsylvania State Championship runner-up back in 2022. Millennium Motors on the way. Millennium Motors in a brightly yellow colored Mustang, but they also have a 1929 Ford model AA fire truck for sale at their location in Marion Center. So if you want to get an antique car, there you go. And a beautiful morning for a parade in downtown Indiana. Good day to bring the dogs out, as we've seen all morning long, for the IUP Annual Homecoming Parade, starting at 13th Street in Indiana, making its way all the way up Philadelphia Street, heading toward the East End. Streets are lined up. For coverage today brought to you by the Meckling Insurance Agency. I believe we're nearing the end of our parade here. Getting down to the final few floats. Part of a Monopoly board as well from earlier on. And they customized their float with a little bit of original pieces from Monopoly, but they also added Miller Stadium, Philly Street. Philly Street, $1 billion, my goodness. They also have a nice little jail set up back there as well, along with dice. Putt hall only $900. So I guess if you want to buy a residence hall at IUP, pony up $900. Battleship's coming up here soon. Check my notes, see who that is made by. There's no more bands for a couple. One more band. Indiana County Young Life, and behind them, Battleship. I might be one of the few that hasn't played Battleship yet. And last, but certainly not least, after Battleship, we have the Indiana Fire Association. Battleship's got a couple boats walking by as well. I laugh because one of the members just said, waved hi to the crowd and said, "Hi, we're boats." But technically, wouldn't that be a ship? Battleship, it's not battle boat. Battleship in front of the Indiana Fire Association. They keep screaming, "We are boats." Again, Indiana Fire Association, very awesome people to work with. They stay in contact with us when we need help with news stories and always out and about, not just helping the community when it comes to fires or utility lines down or even a tree down on the road. Some of the nicest people you'll meet. A couple folks I chat with on a daily basis. Ron Moreau, excellent with us. He was also one of our first responders of the month. He was actually one of the first that we had, presented by Rosebud Mining Company. Lee Thompson, another one. And I know I'm forgetting a few others, but everybody at Indiana Fire Association and all first responders do a fantastic job keeping our community safe. Indiana Fire Association at the tail end of this parade. Hard to believe it is already over. Another homecoming parade in the books, but it was a fantastic one. The streets were filled. The weather cooperated with us, and it was just a fantastic start to Saturday for IUP Homecoming. Don't forget, it continues this afternoon at George P. Miller Stadium at Frank Signetti Field. The biggest rivalry game, or one of the biggest rivalry games in college football, IUP and Slippery Rock. Come on, cheer on the Crimson Hawks to a victory. If you can't make it, you can always tune in to Jack Benedict, Pat Doherty, and myself starting at 1:30 on U92.5 FM and at U92radio.com. We have a lot of folks we want to thank today. We want to thank all of our amazing sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, because it is always something. Our other sponsors, Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. At any time, happy homecoming, everyone. Have a safe and fun weekend. Proud supporter of Indiana High School and IUP. Have a great homecoming from Anderson's Heating and AC, PA license 677. IPS, Integrated Power Services in Indiana and Homer City. Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to shine since 1991, where childhood starts with building blocks. 2 locations, east and west locations in Indiana. Call 724-463-1819. And the Ruschini Group, a proud sponsor of today's IUP Homecoming Parade. They deliver expert property and casualty, employee benefits, and consultative services with bold, well-reasoned recommendations and risk strategy for all your endeavors. We also want to thank the Indiana Free Library for donating the balcony space and waking up early to make sure we can get our camera up there. I want to thank Josh Widdison. He's been a fantastic guy with damage control. Mark Burdig's been on damage control as well. Matthew Lewis has been our cameraman today here at the corner of 9th and Philadelphia Streets. And I want to thank Sam Sneddon. She's been our producer for this year's IUP Homecoming Parade coverage. For all of us at Renda Digital TV, my name is Jake Slobodnik. Folks, come on out, enjoy the rest of the homecoming celebrations, and we'll see you at 1:30 at Miller Stadium for IUP and Slippery Rock. Reporting from the intersection of 9th and Philadelphia Streets in downtown Indiana, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in to the IUP Homecoming Parade on Renda Digital TV.
IUP Homecoming Weekend and Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to be part of such a great community. Have fun, IUP, and celebrate safely. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for cooler temps. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
This is Joe Ruschini of the Ruschini Group. Since 1938, the Ruschini Group has helped businesses of all sizes with their business insurance and employee benefits needs. Call us at 724-349-1300 and let us help you navigate your success.
The Ruschini Group is proud of all of the area's local athletes and wishes the players and coaches the best of luck in today's 16th annual Teddy Bear Fun Drive Games. The Ruschini Group is proud to be a partner of Indiana County and thrilled to help bring the Teddy Bear Fun Drive broadcast to the community.